What is the most daunting fear you've ever faced as a father? Fear and anxiety are common companions on the journey of fatherhood. They creep up when you least expect them, holding up a mirror to your deepest insecurities. Perhaps it's the gnawing worry that you're not providing enough for your family. Or maybe it's the nagging guilt that you're not present enough, that your work or other commitments are stealing precious moments with your children. It could also be the sheer terror of failing as a father, of not living up to the high standards you've set for yourself. These fears are normal. They're a part of the journey, a sign that you care deeply about your role as a father. And while they might feel overwhelming at times, they're not insurmountable. Remember, being a father is a journey, not a destination. Fear and anxiety, two emotions that are intertwined in the fabric of fatherhood, but what exactly are they? As we venture into this discussion, it's crucial to grasp these concepts in their simplest terms. Fear, on one hand, is an emotional response to an immediate threat. Think of it as your body's alarm system. It's what makes your heart race when you spot a snake slithering across your path, or when your child is about to touch a hot stove. It's a survival mechanism designed to protect us from harm, a response that is hardwired into our brains. Anxiety, on the other hand, is a bit more complex. It's not linked to an immediate danger, but rather to the anticipation of a potential threat. It's that uneasy feeling you get when you're unsure of what's around the corner, or that nagging worry about whether you're doing a good job as a father. Anxiety is like fear's shadow, always lurking in the background, often without a clear cause or solution. Both fear and anxiety are natural and, in many ways, necessary parts of our lives. They alert us to danger, push us to prepare, and can even motivate us to perform at our best. However, the problem arises when these emotions become disproportionate to the situation at hand, or persist even when there's no apparent threat. When fear and anxiety start to interfere with our daily lives, happiness, and overall well-being, they can evolve into disorders. So why is it essential to understand these emotions, especially as fathers? Well, it's because understanding is the first step towards managing them. It's the foundation upon which we can build strategies to cope and even thrive amidst these feelings. It allows us to recognize when our reactions are becoming unhealthy and when it might be time to seek help. Understanding our fear and anxiety is the first step towards addressing them. In the face of fear and anxiety, surrendering to God can provide peace and strength. But what does this mean? Surrendering to God, it's a phrase often heard, but its depth and meaning can sometimes feel elusive. It's not about throwing in the towel or admitting defeat. Instead, it's about entrusting our fears, anxieties, and the uncertainties of fatherhood to a higher power. It's about acknowledging that we don't have all the answers, and that's okay. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean. The waves may be tumultuous and the horizon may be obscured by fog. This is akin to the challenges and trials of fatherhood. The ocean represents our fears and anxieties, vast and seemingly insurmountable. But surrendering to God is like stepping into a sturdy ship, captained by the most experienced sailor. When you surrender, you're not giving up control to the whims of the ocean. Instead, you're entrusting the journey to the one who created the seas and knows every current, every storm, every peaceful harbor. You're saying, "I trust you with the helm, guide me through this." This act of surrender doesn't mean that the journey will always be smooth. There will be storms, there will be high waves, but there's a comfort in knowing that the captain of your ship has seen it all before and knows exactly how to navigate through. Surrendering to God means leaning on His wisdom, His strength, His guidance. It means exchanging our limited human understanding for divine insight. It means replacing our worries and fears with faith and trust in His plan. It's about acknowledging that we can't do it alone, and we don't have to. This surrender brings a sense of peace, a strength that surpasses human understanding. It's a peace that stands firm in the face of fear and anxiety, a strength that doesn't waver even when the path seems unclear. Surrendering to God means trusting in His plan, even when the path seems unclear. Embrace this surrender and find peace and strength in the journey of fatherhood. Surrendering to God isn't just a concept, it's a practice. Here are some practical steps you can take. Step 1. Engage in prayer. This doesn't have to be a formal, ritualistic practice. Simply find a quiet moment in your day, close your eyes, and connect with the divine. Speak your fears, your anxieties, your hopes, and your dreams. Don't worry about saying the right words or even making sense. It's about opening up a channel of communication with God. Step 2. Dive into Scripture. The Bible is a rich source of wisdom and guidance. It's a way to understand God's perspective and to find comfort in His promises. You don't have to start at Genesis and read straight through to Revelation. Pick a book that speaks to you. Maybe it's the Psalms, filled with heartfelt prayers and hymns, or perhaps it's Proverbs with its practical wisdom for everyday life. Step 3. Seek support from a spiritual community. You're not alone on this journey. There are others who are navigating the same waters. Reach out to them, share your experiences, learn from theirs. You'll find strength in this shared journey. Step 4. Practice mindfulness. This is about being present in the moment, not lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. It's about noticing and appreciating the beauty in the world around you. It's about acknowledging your feelings without judgment. Mindfulness brings a sense of peace that makes surrendering easier. Finally, step 5. Focus on gratitude. It's easy to get caught up in what's wrong and forget about what's right. Every day, take a moment to think about what you're grateful for. It might be something big like your family or something small like a cup of coffee in the morning. Gratitude shifts your perspective and helps you see God's hand in your life. Remember, the journey of surrendering is a personal one. Find what works best for you. Fear and anxiety are not our enemies. They are signals guiding us towards growth. Remember, these emotions are a part of our human experience. They serve as reminders of the areas in our lives that require attention and growth. So instead of shunning them, let's embrace fear and anxiety. Think of them as your personal alarm system, alerting you when you are stepping out of your comfort zone, when you are about to grow. They are not there to hinder you, but rather to signal that you are pushing your boundaries. And that's a good thing. Instead of running away from these emotions, let's face them. Let's understand them. Let's address them. By surrendering to these emotions, by acknowledging their existence, we're taking the first step towards conquering them. In the face of fear and anxiety, remember, you are not alone. You are supported, you are loved, and you are capable. Trust in your journey and surrender to God's plan. Today, we've explored the often unspoken fears and anxieties of fatherhood and the power of surrendering to God. We've delved into understanding the roots of fear and anxiety, the deep-seated worries that can often cloud the joy of fatherhood. These feelings, although hard, are a normal part of the journey. We've also discussed the power of surrendering to God. This doesn't mean giving up or admitting defeat. It simply means letting go of the illusion of control and trusting in a higher power to guide us. It's about finding peace amidst the storm, strength amidst the struggle. Furthermore, we've underscored the importance of embracing these emotions. They're not signs of weakness, but evidence of love, care, and concern. They're part of the beautiful complexity of being a father. Remember, being a father is not about being perfect, but about being present. In the face of fear and anxiety, surrender to God and trust in your journey. You are doing better than you think. Before we wrap up this video, we want to thank you for taking the time to watch and engage with us. If you found this content valuable and think it might help a friend or loved one, don't hesitate to share it with them. Remember, you're not alone on this journey, and there are resources available to help. Also, if you're new here, or if you haven't done so already, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. It's a simple way to stay connected and ensure you never miss a video. We're all about creating a supportive community, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. So join us, share this video, and let's continue this conversation about fatherhood, fear, and faith. Remember, you are stronger than your fears, and you're doing an amazing job as a father. Keep going, keep growing, and keep trusting in your journey. Until next time, take care.